So we talked last time about the volume of a prism. The volume equals the area of the base times the height, and a prism is defined as something that has the same shape all the way through. So all three of these here, this one, number one, is a circular shape all the way through, and this would be the area of the base here, the circular thing here. That shape there goes all the way through. It's a triangular prism, and that would be the base. So we'd find the area of the base, multiply by the, it says height, it could be length as well. This is also a prism because the shape here goes all the way through the prism. And again, if we find the area of this bit here, and multiply it by the length or the height, we'll get the volume. The worksheet, just work through each one. So for the first one here, number one, the area of the base could be deemed as this bit here, and it's rectangular, so therefore the area of the base would be 4 times 10. And the length, or the height in this case, would be 12. So it would be times 12. And what you've got is, here's the area of the base in the brackets, and the height or length will be the 12th. And you just work that lot out. 4 times 10 is 40, so times 12 becomes 480. And we're volume, so we're going to call it meters cubed in this case. So just work your way through this worksheet and then try and find the volume of each prism. So when we move on to pyramids, it's the same idea, except the volume now is 1/3. So it was, the prism was area, the base times the height, now we've got this 1/3. And if you look at this, if you were to find a prism that had exactly the same dimensions, so you went like this and completed this thing, like that, the area of the pyramid would be exactly 1/3 of its equivalent three-dimensional figure. And the same thing for the circular one, it would come around like this, and that would be, the pyramid would be 1/3 the cylinder. So again, these types of problems, the same thing. We will take number one here. We know that the volume is 1/3. The area of the base is going to be 22 times 21. And then the height is 35. And if you get your calculator out, which I don't have right now, you can work out your answer. Work this worksheet out and do that as well. There are certain types of questions where they don't actually give you the height. Well, the height comes down here and goes right into the middle of this rectangle here. And what you've got to try and do is work out the level of this, the height here. So you could draw a triangle here, which you know is a right triangle. That's 12, this will be 6. And then by Pythagoras you can work out x. You know that 15 squared equals 6 squared plus x squared. And then you can work out x, whatever it works out to be. And then you go to this triangle in here, and you have another right triangle. This length is going to be half of the 10, so 5. You know what x is. And then you can say that h squared plus 5 squared equals x squared. And you've already got x squared here worked out, and that just substitutes in, and then you can work out h. And when you have h, you know that volume equals 1/3. Area of the base is 10 times 12, and then times h, which you've already worked out here.